This is an update. I haven't did an update in a long time. I've pretty much had a lot of things happen the past couple of weeks, and speaking on my anxiety is up the roof. My mind's running. I feel like I just can't relax, can't sleep. I'm taking sleeping aids right now to help me manage my sleep. I'm just so drained. My son passed away on the 13th of this month. He decided to commit suicide. I found him when I got home, and it's something I don't wish upon nobody to have to ever experience, because it is hard. Having that image for the rest of my life is so hard to cope with. Did I think my son would ever do this? No. Was my son going through some issues? Yes. He's had social anxiety for a long time. I would say back when he was younger, he was more sociable when he was younger. And then when he got older, my son is 20, by the way, he started being very antisocial, not want to go nowhere, do anything, more just to himself kind of thing. He was on medication 2 years ago, and he decided he wanted to get off of it after the 2 years of being on it, because he didn't like the way it caused weight gain, and he just wanted to try to see if he can manage it himself, you know. And for a while it looked like he was doing good. I would ask him all the time, hey, do you think you're doing good without it? Do you feel like you need to get back on it, you know? And he would say, no, I'm fine, you know. But like I said, when you struggle with something and everybody can put on a fake smile, you know, in front of everybody, but deep down they're hurting inside. And I know it was a struggle for him to be always, you know, not doing stuff, always wanting to be just home, you know. And I knew that was eventually going to get to him sooner or later. A couple of times he's had a few meltdowns and saying that he didn't want to be here and all that, and that would hurt me a lot just to know that he was saying that. But I can relate to that, because back in my time, like when I was younger, I was going through a lot in life, and a couple times I felt like that too. I didn't want to be here. It was too much a load on me, you know, and dealing with problems and stuff. It was hard to cope with. But I never, like I said, you just never know. And I never thought that I was going to be in a situation like this, where I would have to deal with a child, you know, losing a child, and seeing how it is to cope with it. And it is hard. I'm going to tell you right now, it's very, very hard. I always have him on my mind. I always think about him. Memories keep on popping up in my head, driving me insane about that. I mean, it's just something I don't wish upon nobody. I would see a lot of other people I knew that was going through stuff. And I mean, I lost my dad a couple of years back and everything, but it is so unreal when it's your child that, you know, you brought into this world and everything, and your child is your everything. You want to protect them and everything, make them happy as possible, do everything for them throughout their life. And my son, like I said, was only 20 years old, and he didn't get to have friends, get to do teenage things, because he was so isolated. He was so, felt like he wasn't connected being here. And that hurt a lot just to see that. But I knew he was going through, because anxiety is no joke. I mean, it's especially with social anxiety, because you just feel like it's too much pressure just being around everybody, and you feel more relaxed and safer with all that pressure just being on your own at home and everything, you know. And he would try to go places here and there sometimes with us, and sometimes he went. I would never pressure him to like, oh, hey, well, you better go, you need to go. I mean, he went a couple of times to a few places with us, and that made me feel so good knowing that he was trying, you know. But he left me a note for us to see when we got there, just to let us know that for us not to let his two brothers see him the way he is, because he's gonna be blue. In other words, he was letting me know that when I go in his room, don't let his brothers see, because, you know, he's not going to be alive. And right when I seen that, I knew. I was like, no one just puts a note up on the wall like that just for attention or anything. What he wrote, I knew. And his door was locked. We had to kick it in, and that's when I found him. As everything that I've looked for to see, like, you know, what he used, and he used a drink. He made a drink that he found about online. It's like a method drink. I'm not going to get too much into it. And in other words, it's considered like a peaceful suicide drink, which supposedly you don't feel no kind of pain or anything. You just you go away peacefully, as they say it, you know. And in the letter he put that no one pressured him. This was all on his own free will. This is what he wanted. And I get it, you know, like we just buried him Friday, and just to seeing my son laying there in the casket and everything, that was just so hard to like put in my head that, you know, wow, this is real, you know, this is it. I'm not gonna see him no more once they close the casket, and he's into the ground. That's it. That's all I can't touch him, see him physically and everything. But like I said, he was struggling a lot in his mind and everything. He always felt like he didn't belong here and everything, and that was just his getaway to be at peace. And I get it. I don't hate him for choosing that, because that was his getaway. But I just wish that he would have been more stronger and would have been more able to cope with it, you know. But like I said, I know now he's at peace, and he's in a better place. No more suffering, no more, you know, feeling empty and all that. And I even found out that he was on a site that he was corresponding with people with the same thing. And at first I was mad at this site, because I was like, you know, who pressured him? Who got him to you know, do this? Did somebody, you know, talk him into it? Did somebody, you know? And just like in his letter, he said no one told him to do this. No one pressured him. He did it on his own free will. This is what he wanted. And I finally got to that site, and I was able, I shit you not, I was able to come across his last post that he posted when he was saying he was leaving this universe. And just like he said, no one pressured him, nothing. A few of them said that they, you know, it's okay if he changes his mind, that they're here for him in case he needs to talk to somebody. And a few of them said, hey, if that's what you want, I hope you find your peace finally, you know. So he was right about that. That's one thing about my son. He never lied. He always told me the truth about everything. But I feel that you know, this is something that he wanted, and I accept it. And just like I told him last time I saw him at his funeral, I told him I'm not mad at him. That's what he wanted, But I just wish he would know that how much the hurt and the pain that he left, that I'm gonna have to deal with. And I know he don't want me to be sad. He wants me to move on and live my life, take care of his brothers and everything. But it's just, part of me's gone. And like I said, being said, I found him in my house and he passed away in my house, in his room, in his bed. Every time I pass his room, it hurts a lot. It's like there's like a hole in my heart, emptiness. And just knowing I'm not physically gonna see him or hear him ever again. And I can't help because I want to always look in his room. So when I go look in his room, it's just empty. He's not there. And that hurts the most. I mean, you never know when your time's, when it's your time, you never know. You can't predict your life, But he was so young, and I wish that he was able to, think more about it. But it looks more like he was ready. This was his time. He was already ready for it. He was ready to go. He just wanted peace finally. He was struggling a lot, and he was tired of it. He had a load on him. So I get that. But like I said, this is something that is hard to process. I'm still trying to process it, Like I said, my anxiety is just like so, up the roof right now. And being that I started on this medication I was telling you a long time ago, I'm probably going to have to up the dosage again. Because like I said, I think that would be best to help me to be able to relax more and be able to, be good for me on my end. But it's just, like I said, it's something that I don't wish upon nobody to have to go through this. It's hard. Like I said, I'm still trying to process this. I think I'm doing better because, like I said, I finally accepted it. And I know that, what's done is done, and that's it. It's just, the fact is trying to get over the fact that I'm not going to see him. He's not here no more. So, but like I said, I know he's in a better place. I know Jesus is with him. He's with my dad. My dad's going to take good care of him and my other loved ones that have passed away. So, I know that. But it's just, the fact is, coping with it and trying to move on and all that, that's hard. Because I'm still trying to process it, Pretty much I've been isolating myself, which I know is not good, I'm trying to be there for my kids and everything because they're going through a lot. And not only that, my other son, he just lost his girlfriend, which I mentioned in one of my updates a while back. She committed suicide. So this is something that my son is already trying to cope with, the loss of his girlfriend, but now he's coping the loss of his older brother. So that's a lot to take in to process, And she passed away, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago. I can't even think right now. I can't even calculate. It's probably been like 3-4 months ago. I don't know. But that's a lot of process. And he's only 15, come on. I mean, like, he's still trying to cope with that. And then his brother, I notice now, like, a lot of people are ending their lives to suicide, because everything in life is just so hard, and it's hard to get by, and it's too much on people that they just want to go ahead and get it over with. They don't want to be here, and all this stuff that's going on, I get that, but like I said, it's just something I'm gonna have to try to cope with, and it's gonna take a while. It's gonna really, really take a while. I'm not gonna get over this just like I tell everybody. And like I said, pretty much right now, I'm not really want to talk to nobody. I just want to have some just me time with me and my kids, and I'm trying to just process things, So, like, I know people are, worried about me, and they just want to see how I'm doing everything. But when they say, hey, are you okay? I can't sit there and say, yeah, I'm okay, because I'm not okay. I'm not. Am I ever going to be okay? I don't know. It's hard to even, like, function, to even, like, the next day, how I'm going to feel. The next week, how am I going to feel. The next month, how I'm going to feel. Am I going to go back to the way I was, back to just living my life on the same routine and everything? I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, I know for a fact I'm always going to have this emptiness inside me that is going to be hard for me to, like, cope with, but I'm going to have to just try to be strong. I am, but sometimes I feel so weak, and I just, like, I feel like I can't take it. It's just too much. He was my everything, my best friend. He was always there for me. The good times and the bad times, he was somebody I could talk to and everything, and he was my best friend, All my kids are my best friends. They're my everything. But like I say, when you lose your child, the hurt is unbearable. I mean, like, part of me is missing now, and I just can't cope with that. I can't process that. Like I said, I really don't know how things going to be later on. Like I said, I know I got to be strong. I got to get my mind right, because I got my 2 other sons that they need me, and I'm all they got, and I think everybody that's been there for me, I have some good friends, good family and everything, and I'm blessed on that. I'm beyond blessed. And like I said, I'm not trying to ignore anybody or anything and all that. I just need time for myself. I know it's good to talk to somebody and everything, but I'm the type of person, because like I said, I have anxiety. This is what I do. I deal with stuff on my own, by myself. That's how I like to be. I like to be alone, have my me time and everything. I just like my privacy and everything. And like I said, I need just time to just be in my own thoughts and everything, and deal with my own stuff, and to get myself right, But, yeah, this is what's been going on in my life, and it's hard to have this in my head to deal with, like, I'm struggling day by day, but I'm trying, and, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on my kids and everything that I am going to do, because I know my kids need me, and I know that's what my son would want me to do. He would want me to move on, live my life, take care of his brother, because he loved his brothers, he loved his family and everything, And I know he didn't mean to put, like, a burden on me to leave me sad and hurt, and then his brothers sad and hurt. I know that. And he wasn't thinking, he was more thinking of just getting away and have his peace, be at peace finally. I get that. But like I said, just hard processing. It is. But I know this is a long video, but like I said, I'm just letting everybody know how everything's going. I have a GoFundMe for my son to help get money for his funeral, because his funeral is way expensive. That's one thing. To live is expensive, and to die, to be buried, is expensive as well. So it's just crazy. I mean, like, funerals are expensive, and I'm trying to raise money for his funeral expenses to pay all that back. Like I said, it is it's crazy, but yeah, on the link on this video, I will see how to do it, how to post his GoFundMe page, whatever. And speaking of that, I'm talking about my son. Hold on. This is from his funeral. This is my Carlos Garcia. We call him Boo. This is my baby right here. I keep this in my car so I can look at it every day. I don't know if you can see if it's focusing. I don't know. The light probably but yeah, this right here is my baby. Pride and Joy. But I don't know if it's zooming. I don't know if you can see really good. I don't know. It's just crazy. But that's my boo. We call him Boo. I've been calling him Boo since he was a baby. That was his nickname. Yeah, I will post his GoFundMe page under this video. See how to do that, because I'm not like good at all this technology stuff and posting stuff and putting stuff. I'll find a way to put it on there, but there will be a link if you would like to donate. That would help out a lot for me and my family. Share it if you want to help out more. Anything helps. But yeah, just pray for me and my family for peace, and help us through this time, and that'd be much appreciated. Bye.